from Masters, but it's not over yet for DFUSE. I believe, guys, I don't know about you, Pansy or Hypoc, but I definitely do, and I'm gonna leave you guys.
Alrighty, thank you so much, and yeah, let's dive right into this one. There's no point sugarcoating the pill. This is all on DFUSE to prove what they can bring, right? This is it. This is your chance. Put up some numbers, get that pistol round. G2 took it away from them on that second half. If maybe they'd picked it up, you could have seen a build back. It wasn't to be. So this is where it has to start early. G2 are going to be on the attack, and of course on the defense will be DFUSE. Hypoc, expectations here.
Expectations of G2 to just carry this momentum through to map 2. Like I said, Split is kind of their stomping ground. It's where we've seen them on some of their most dominant performances in the past. Early on here, again, just the vanilla default look here for G2. Pit, there'll be a nuisance over towards A. Try and draw some attention to himself. The rest of the team heading up mid.
Okay. Let's see what this pulls rotation-wise. Looking to like a pinch towards heaven, but you can see Razor sitting deep towards that CT side. Yeah, and Pitt's made good progress here. No opportunities being garnered early on at this point. A little bit of information, but this is very, very patient from G2 here.
Yeah, and actually, Pitt's managed to slip his way all the way up into ramp, and then that position is actually going to pull all of G2 over here. Smoke going to go down and spawn. Fuse going to spot that out, but both players on site now got a lot to do to stop this.
They do, but they're in a decent position until then. Mixwell's just won the fight and no trade was even offered up because he was inside the smoke, and finding Takas is even better, so Spike should be free to be planted. 20 HP makes it risky, but it's not impossible, and Mixwell's made it 3. Mixwell is now on 3 kills already in this pistol round and wants a bit more. I'm not sure if he's quite in the place to find them, but we'll find out if they go towards ramp and somehow find Pit. Then maybe there's a chance. As said, Killjoy coming back through.
One enemy remaining.
Gonna find Logan. HP is low, but Artis is there to play catch. Gorgeous work from Mixwell, and a comfortable start to the second map.
Yeah, comfy. I mean, again, it's G2 kind of linger in mid as long as they possibly can, but as soon as Pit finds that position up towards heaven, I mean, all the information goes in their favor immediately. They know nobody's holding. It's going to be a very deep hold on site. They can just kind of, I mean, overpower any way they want to push onto A. Just so happens Mixwell, in the process, picks up 3. Time around. A little bit of a switch up, actually, for G2. Arda's going to try and hold down Garage. Mixwell elsewhere going to find an immediate pick on A side. Hoppy will fall. Keep your eyes on the minimap, though. That Garage 1v1, a big factor here. Actually, it's Ghost versus Ghost. So Arda's not going to lose a weapon out of it if he does die, but he will find the kill on Logan, and that's going to be the B site going over towards G2.
Yep, in they go, pouring on forward. Patatek's found Roden, trying to play it out in the smoke, forcing Akuma to swing, and Patatek makes it look so simple. As Takas now, sick little adjustment, but Pit's just there. 5 alive, Spike planted 2. All the dollar bills in the pockets. Credits galore, no problems to be seen. So they should be in a comfortable position. Bonus round-wise, I mean, they've got fairly decent guns here. Yeah,
and again, the flawless round here, this is kind of the story of Ascent. It's just economy momentum for G2. It's coming back in, and it's with that little investment in the previous round. A couple of members of DFUSE stuck down on the light armor here. For those Phantoms on the side of G2 to do that much more damage.
Creep towards B begins. You've got Mixwell entry fragging this one up. First contact, probably, I thought it might be the breach, but the flash forces him away, but he's so blind. Explosive hit comes in. There's still the player at the back towards side. They've got to find this Killjoy, and Logan suddenly doesn't get checked on by Artis. That's surprising, and now he's going to really start taking away. Fully blind, keep in mind. Comes out, switches out to the classic. He's trying to make the most of this. Oh, Logan on the move, jumps around. Zeke's right there. And now the 1v2. Where's Patatek? Straight towards middle. Okay, timing could be decent, but Hoppy seems paranoid already about CT. You have Takas looking towards that top heaven side. Spike is on the side, so it has to be picked up. 50 seconds, though. That's pretty long to be working with here.
This wall as well, actually separating the two players of DFUSE. So Patek going to be able to find this 1v1 clean, but Hoppy will hold the line. Only 2 survive on the side of DFUSE, but a much needed round win in terms of the economy. I think actually G2 going to have pretty much a full buy back into it. I think they're going to struggle at all. I know there was one player hovering around 1100, 1200 in the previous, but it might have actually been Zeke and Pit looking at what they've got. Yeah, Spectre and a Sheriff for Zeke and Pit, but everybody else fairly happy economy-wise.
Okay. See what they do with a kind of mixed bag round, I guess you can say. I wonder if they have something specific in mind. Looks like an Aileen with a little bit of a default of the back. Quite like that. Should catch any aggression that maybe Logan's bringing out. I think you can see Sage there over towards those B halls trying to, bait in a peek. Artist doesn't get what he wants. He gets the kind of full peek from Logan in the end. So that removes some of the vision away from the map.
I mean, the other thing as well, this is the kind of thing I was talking about. DFUSE need to take some control in these early rounds, and that there, Logan win that 1v1, whether or not G2 now re-aggress onto that to try and take that control away from Logan in Garage is something we'll have to keep an eye on.
They're going to have to account for it. Pit now has to be held accountable to that sort of area. Rifle to be exchanged through, so Phantom now kept towards the next player's hands. This has definitely slowed things down. They're going to have to kind of retake that map control they once had. Looks like they're still sticking out this side. They've very much committed towards this. I don't know if maybe there's a sound bait coming out from Pit at this point. I'd be curious to see what he's doing over there, if he's trying to keep their attention. There's 3 players dedicated towards this, but Mixwell can't make it across that. Takas holding a very fine line, but it's a good one. Patatek on the trade, though. That opens up a chance. Timing's everything now. Those rotations are coming in. Now, is there a TP available? Or I'm just looking towards Pit as to what the plan is. Is he trying to be the bait? Is this trying to be the double fake? It is a double fake. That's quite nice. But the thing is, it's a 2v4 though. That's the bigger problem. They can still split their resources so easily.
Yeah, 10 seconds left. They're going to have to
10 seconds left.
decide to give this one up and save through. As I say that, Pat going to fall there, and Odin finds the Bulldog headshot. Pit now stuck in ropes. Save this Phantom through to the next round. I mean, actually there was like a 2 or 3 second window there. You're absolutely right, where the fake being sold on B, but Logan was still all the way back in defensive spawn, so he knew that Pit wasn't actually on site and actually reverted back to heaven, potentially mid. That was why DFUSE kind of kept that setup that they had. There was definitely an opening there, because again, I'll have to take another look at it, but I'm pretty sure Pat smoked off screens. So why he didn't decide to cross the site there, I'm not entirely sure.
No, me neither, but maybe worth a little review on the VOD at this point. Let's see now what we have in store. 2-2, much better scoreline, of course. A little bit more of a performance, and again, this is what you want to see. If you're a DFUSE fan, you do want to make sure that they're going through these protocols and staying bold. I mean, the plays coming out from Logan already to take that B main control is good. That kind of keeps space. He beat out Artis in this. That's kind of set the tone there, but it looks like they've left that, and you can see Artis playing a little bit deeper now. Exactly.
I was just about to say, now Artis not exploring as close into Garage, but maybe the reasoning for that is G2 going to try and force their way through mid. Now, Kuma is ready with his fault line. No real follow-up on this. This is just to slow him down, but 3 members of DFUSE still over towards A. I want to see one of them come over, because they haven't seen anything over there.
This looks like it could be ready to receive. Oh, Kuma! So overwhelmed! Logan needs to save the day for them now. Gonna hold the cross as best he can, try and play it at a very uncomfortable angle, but this could be a spike plant pretty much at this point. 11 seconds until Killjoy can really do much about this. It's gonna force the players into an unfavorable scenario. Zeke? What are you doing? Okay, re-engage. Great work from the Killjoy. I didn't expect them to be kind of in that position, so badly affected. And I like that Logan's re-aggressed. They've taken back the space that the ultimate garnered.
We'll swap out. Logan will find his 3rd, though. Yeah, a little weird. For a second there with the nanoswarms, I thought they were potentially going to get 1 or 2 stuck in the lockdown, but they managed to get out. But all of that space created by the lockdown, DFUSE absolutely capitalized on it, and they're able to hold on. At that point, 20 seconds left on the clock. I mean, they have to hit through main. They have to come through there. So DFUSE actually going to pull ahead 3-2. But it's a lead nonetheless. Actually,
into this.
I was going to say, yeah, G2 this time actually 2 stacked up here. Try and look for this garage control early round, Lauren.
Yeah, I like that they've had to respect that. They've had to kind of play to the tune now. And I like that Logan's feeling bold enough to at least do this. And now he's going to have at least the advantage in the kind of mind games, right? So he's leading the way on this one now. You can see Akuma instantly, like, a little bit of a sweat on the brow, like, hold on. Now, there could have been some trouble there. There isn't, though.
There's a couple of these moves, though, and it's trying to keep G2 honest, right? It's keeping them in check. It's not giving it up for free, which was very prominent on Ascent. They were able to find all of this space for free, seemingly. This time around, DFUSE not really giving it up.
Now, this is going to be a bit of an A split. Now, I say that very kind of lightly because keep in mind where these players are. Pouring through heaven. Takas is going to hear this now. Oh my, no, that's a problem. This wasn't even a crossfire. This is just Takas in a great position. And G2 made to look silly coming through there.
Really, really nice hold. Really nice hold. Again, I'm not sure if that was a team
Patty Tech or, yeah, I'm a little worried it might have been.
I was trying to
Hoppy did great work.
Yeah, I was trying to note his position there, but as soon as Mixwell comes out here, you can see, yeah, there you go.
That was Hoppy.
It was Hoppy. Okay.
I believe so.
So nice setup there. Again, the utility, the structure is there for DFUSE to deal with that split. And again, I'll be honest, it comes off that early round, right? Akuma comes in, he challenges the utility a pit. He doesn't give up that space on A main for free. And on the other side of the map, yes, they gave up the garage control, but the safety net was there by having 3 on B site at the early round.
Let's see what Takas looks like on the op. As weird as it sounds, some of the scariest prospects is just like frenzies running at you or just pistol players because they have no fear, right? They have everything to gain and very little to lose. So he's having to respect that. Give up middle to this. Roden being forced away as well. But again, the buck should stop soon. Keep in mind, Takas does still control over towards heaven. Smoke comes in. Hoppy still got the angle on that. You can see the readjustment from Takas too. This is all still comfortable. No massive threats yet. There's the first. Roden going down creates a bit of space, but Takas really sharp on this one. Hearing the ropes too. Sticking around kind of dangerous here. Kind of thought he'd fall away, but sticking it out with Hoppy. Has faith in the crossfire and right to be feeling as such.
And G2 just trying to force that fight onto the operator. But now, again, I mean, it's this scenario, right? If DFUSE can kind of show 3 or 4 different early round peaks with that operator, it's going to keep G2 guessing, right? And again, it's things like this, and I'm going to keep coming back to this phrase, is keeping G2 honest. Not giving these areas of the map this space up for free. Making G2 work for it at least, or at least take a slower approach.
Yeah. I want to see what the adjustment is now coming out from G2, because they have to address this, because it looks like this default's not really getting them too far. Now they have to deal with the kind of adjusted look, because obviously Takas has that op. Now the angle favorable towards Ardis on the first shot, but you can see Takas, his shot hits a little harder. So he gets to back away, readjust around, has a look. Oh, Panitek plays right into his hands. And now does he go again? Oh, Takas, that's 3! Huge work from Takas.
Really good. And again, I mean, this is the problem with this default setup from G2. Again, having Pit out, just being a nuisance on A. If DFUSE make plays like that, come out, deal with that threat. You can see it on the minimap just here in the replay. Takas finding these kills, but that red X all the way outside A, they pushed up on that. So they knew there was no hit coming through on A. They re-explore mid, but they know that they can then commit to that fight in B main because it's worthwhile in terms of the round.
I'm hoping this is a tactical timeout for G2 here, because they are not coming up with the answers, and I'm sure Neil Zelio, as the coach, should be able to provide a couple of ideas, opinions, or maybe they just need to talk it through, because, as said, they've got plenty of ults to work with. You know, they've been finding bits and pieces, but they've really not stuck too much of finding what works here. They kind of got pushed out of that B main sort of area, right? They lost that fight towards Logan and such, and that they've been kind of playing to his tune a little bit. If they can get that back, that's big map territory. But again, they haven't got great deals of step anywhere at the moment. And keep in mind, this is a bit of a buy-up. It's not massive. It's a Bucky or a Marshall or 2. It's really not a big round, at least money-wise.
Let's see, early on, Mixwell trying to get very deep into garage, but his position noted. Ardis now seemingly stuck here. The nade goes through. It's going to force him out of that angle as well. So DFUSE once again going to fight for this garage control.
Confidence.
Yeah. Really confident. And again, against the lesser buy, it's
Right there.
risky to make these pushes into a close quarters. Pit and Zeke managed to get up here and actually find Roden all the way back on stairs. And they do still have control of Spike, so a couple of options for them, but Pit will fall. Zeke played that out. Very much doable here if he finds this kill onto Logan, or potentially
They're
one of these
so
kills.
isolated.
Yeah, potentially one of these kills in rotation was what I was going to say. If he comes back here and finds this kill in ropes, it's doable for Zeke. 38 seconds left still. No. Okay. Okay. I thought I was going to say, I know it was a big talking
don't
point
walk with
yesterday.
knife out.
I know it was a big talking point on the stream yesterday because there was like 3 or 4 moments where somebody was walk peeking an angle and they were flicking back and forth with a knife. I mean,
This is great work so far from DFUSE. I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop, you know? Exactly, but this is great so far. G2 have not had an answer. They've looked flat. Like, what is this from G2? How can they look so dominant in 1 second yet fall so brazenly at this point? Now, again, still trying to address the issue of Logan, but the issue is, of course, because he has the advantage in this, and now look at the mid-aggression coming out. DFUSE getting bold! I like it, but it might just spur on G2 a little here as Mixwell does double down towards Roden and Akuma, but Logan's still there. And Artist, the timing couldn't have been worse. Just as he dropped off, he did find Logan, but it was quickly dealt with by Takas.
Oh, Pip.
And now Pit, the timing, the brain work. He just heard those steps so loudly. Now, what does he do with all of this? He's going to be able to spot out that final player. Takas, full HP, keep in mind. But position noted. How does he find a way through? The bomb spike, excuse me, is on the way towards A. Should have heard potentially that sound cue, so it should be enough of a giveaway that this is where they both are.
Good utility on Zeke as well. Really good utility on Zeke. 2 flashes.
Should be fine, right?
Yeah, still has the aftershock as well.
Ultimate, though. The ultimate coming out. Knives drawn. Zeke first up.
Nice.
And the angle's better. G2 make it to 3. But I've got to say it. I'm still... that was a bailout by Mixwell, I feel there. The double coming in so effectively at that time was huge for them. And the adjustment, Pit in the right place to capitalize. They were spread so thin, but DFUSE still hold all the cards in my mind.
They do indeed, and yeah, money-wise, still got, what, 2 to play with. So looking at a similar situation, to be honest, as G2 were on their first half on Ascent. Right now, again, Takas finding a lot of value from the operator. Gonna reinvest on that front. 5-man push onto A, it looks like here. The Rolling Thunder gonna come to actually stop that in its tracks, but Patitech gonna commit to the TP into screens.
Okay, he's gone through. Patitech's found Akuma. That's pretty big. There's still one on the side to try and stop them. Roden, he can't make it count, and Patitech's doing real big work here. Straight through the smoke. That's a little bold, Hoppy, but I like the confidence. But Patitech is just exuding confidence right now. Oversteps towards Takas, but Mixwell is right there. And that's the danger of G2, just personified. The fact that Patitech can have a round like that, just walk in and dismantle, what, 4 of them? Now, the scoreline's looking a little less commanding now. It's starting to be evened out a touch. One more, and it's a bit more of an even affair. But I've got to say, DFUSE still looking strong here.
It is, I mean, it was 5 rounds on split attack. Yes, even after the changes. No matter which way you cut it, is the big win for G2, considering how this half has gone. Excuse me. Now G2 kind of faking out that early garage presence this time around.
Right
and a
there.
big gap, if you look at the minimap, for them to move up. If they're quick about it. But DFUSE, after they don't see that early presence, are going to revert back to a little bit of a tighter setup. 3 up in B heaven right now.
Satchel out.
Looking at the cross being held. Now, Patitech is on his own. The flash comes in, Boombot comes out. Oh, he's so blind. Okay, Akuma's found him, but now it goes on towards Hoppy, I feel. Joined by the Jet on the other side. The crossfire is going to be on Hoppy initially in the swing from the Jet, so kind of that port of call. There it is. There's a flash blind. So well done on the flash execution. And now Takas is in trouble. He has so few places to back to because of Pit on the split. And now Roden feels so alone here, and they've somehow managed to carve up DFUSE so effectively.
Kind of crazy to see that one swing right back on his head after shutting down Patatech in Mail. This lurk, actually. How far does Artist go out here? He's going to re-explore mid. Once he doesn't see anything here, does he come all the way back through? Oh, he's gone for the res. Excuse me. That's going to bring it to 5v2 for G2. Akuma finds one. Zeke will trade it out. Logan shut down that push back from mid, but just too much to handle there. The peaks well synchronized by G2, and they will close it out 7-5, which, again, you look at the first half there, that's a big win for G2.
It is.
Pistol
they definitely
round
stabilized.
back in it easily.
Exactly that. That's again, so much weighs on a pistol round here, I feel, for DFUSE. If G2 take it away from them here, the gateway is open, and I almost feel G2's momentum starts to build, right? They found the answers after that tactical timeout, came right back in. Now for DFUSE, they pick up the pistol. Double digits is so close. So close. So this is a big one for them. So I want to just look towards DFUSE as to how they approach this. What do they do in this? How do they deal with G2 on a pistol round? Because it ain't easy. So how do you play this one out?
Cover going out.
The DFUSE spread fairly thin. Two players exploring mid, two exploring A. One over towards Garage. Nobody on B site right now, so giving all
Huge
that up
mid-stack.
for, yeah.
Yeah, G2 are taking this fight in mid. You can see them how they're postured. You still have Omen towards ropes. You have this kind of pinch. They're kind of expecting a mid to ropes play, it looks like. And Taka so far has at least found one, but there's so many players about to swarm. You can see the rest instantly leaning towards A, and there is a breach still over here, so I'd like to spin on to them to see what they're actually finding out from this. It is Zeke. He's got to have heard all of this. They've got to know what's happening here, but he can't quite stop it. But he is slightly ahead of the timing, maybe? Not anymore. He's lost that benefit now. Looking to see if anyone over towards those ramp side. And now with the spike planted, they're all locked in, barring one. That raise could be a danger, but Artist now going to come on through. The Molotov goes. He's got to make the most of it, but he can't. Rodin and Takas right there, ready and waiting. Mixwell with the underhand sends that down with a, a little bit of a smile on the face, but a quick trade. Rodin comes right back in. There is not a kill without a trade coming out right now. DFUSE are desperate to hold on to this.
Logan, very low HP here, so Zeke potentially could find this one, but the crossfire perfect here. Yep, there you go. The counter peek comes through. Rodin will pick up his third on the round, and a big round for DFUSE clutch out here in the second half. They go up 8-5.
All right, there it is. The first step to potentially taking this. And as silly as that sounds, just purely because of DFUSE needing the economy behind them, they can get... You'd argue they should get 9 here as well, considering the buy coming out from Mixwell and, Patatech, Pit, Zeke, Artist. There shouldn't be anything, really, at this point. At most, a pistol or two, but I imagine this is a clean eco here. They don't want to give that window of opportunity to take, a bit of a spiral. So for now, they will just abscond away. This should be clean for DFUSE. Let's see if any problems mount. If they, keep this clean, don't allow too many issues to arise.
Pat got himself tucked in at the top of ramp as well. Zeke actually pulling away here towards screens. Spike is just right now, I guess, in safety at the bottom of sewers. The DFUSE not really committing either side just yet. Very slow approach, a cautious approach on the side of DFUSE. They don't want to give this one away. On board, and there we go. Yep, Pat actually does get hard cleared there. Taka's going to find that one. Mixwell could potentially get him. Oh, that was literally a split second on that one.
It was, but this is exactly what we wanted from DFUSE. 5 alive, and that's now double digits starting to loom. It's not far from it. 9 on the board. Now we get into the terrifying prospect of G2 get the buy here against full Spectres on DFUSE.
Yeah.
If DFUSE get this though, oof.
Last player standing.
They do. I mean, it's... this is actually a huge round. To have that across the board here, we're not going to see another kind of cautious approach to the early round once again. Spike down in sewers, which implies the same thing. They're going to try and slow play this and find that first blood. Try and capitalize off it. Two players once again exploring mid. This time, Attack and Zeke double stacked at the top of ramp.
This is... okay. I think that internal clock started to tick for Zeke then, because he started to get a little nervous about mid and ropes, and he's right to be feeling as such. I've got to say, G2 are playing pretty blind on this. Look at where they're sitting. They don't have much B main control. They have no mid control. And A is pretty much on the linchpin of this now triple stack. Mixwell's come over to at least try and support this in case they try and explore that ropes pop, which looks like Zeke's kind of posted towards. So, for now, the bigger danger is with Patatek. He has to hold back a great deal of players coming through. Akuma can either play early or late, depending on how he wants to do it. The flash is what he's going to set into motion. Jet now dashing up. It's going to be Patatek to try and greet them at the door. Zeke finds the kill, though. Takas goes down, and Akuma still trying to garner the attention. Just send in those flashes, do the damage from afar. Mixwell finds Hoppy, but DFUSE are keeping up. This is still a 3v3.
And two other members of G2 actually
Oh,
on the way back in
Mixwell.
spawn. Mixwell finds one, he goes down the showstopper. It doesn't do any damage at all. Roden gonna clean that kill up, but there you go.
Spike
from
lost.
heaven now. 14 seconds left. What is he gonna be able to do here? He's actually gonna commit to the plant. They gave it up. We'll try and take this 2v1.
This is where mistakes can happen, where those nerves can be exploited, but there's none to be shown from G2. They keep this one in check. Bear in mind, that was all Spectres. There wasn't much more to it, but you saw the danger sign amount. G2 get back into this, 2 surviving, and the DFUSE to come in.
Roden just absolutely charging down the showstopper of Mixwell there. And again, that's a crucial moment. If Mixwell finds another from elbow, I mean, that round's all but done, right? Potentially G2 keep, what, 2 more weapons out of the situation. Look at that.
One enemy remaining.
That's the deal. And again, actually, you know, showing a little bit of discipline on the side of G2. They back up, they wait for the heal to tick through instead of re-challenging to hold the spike outside of default there. Then they can clean, re-engage here for the 2v1. Damn, that was close. They nearly converted.
That was. That truly was. Timeout being called maybe for DFUSE. Again, not sure who it would be for. I'd love to get clarification on that, because you can definitely tell the mentality of the teams in this when they call in the timeouts. Now, again, it could be a G2 one, actually, honestly. Trying to maybe talk through the buy that's probably going to be coming out and their scenario with this, because they have to make that Spectre and Guardian work, which is far from easy. Especially when Patatek's going to get a whole lot of attention. Here's all these steps, keep in mind. This is not subtle. Flashed up last time, they were paranoid about ropes, but they don't need to, because this time, Pit's there, but Spike's planted. This is an all-inside take.
Spike
I like this as well. With both players in heaven, they don't want to give away a kill. They're happy to play the 5v5 retake here. No ultimates available for G2. Showstopper on the side of DFUSE. Should they choose to invest it here? Hoppy actually going to draw first blood. Patatek will fall over on ramp here.
Patatek did only have that Spectre who's working with one of the lesser weapons, so you're going to see the Guardian as well put to work, but Hoppy is biding time. Zeke puts him to bed, and... Takas, where are you looking, bud? And now the 3-play stack of players needs to get a wiggle on. Time's ticking. Roden's got the ult. He's just waiting. A couple more seconds. He's going to have to send it at some point. Oh, he just whiffed it. And now the time. He's just got to play the time. They have none left. I don't think they can get this DFUSE.
No.
Absolutely not.
What a back and forth. What a back and forth that was. Again, what planet was Takas on, for starters? Like, all that information, I guess, blocked out. Like, the vision was maybe obscured with this push onto ramp, but...
Last player standing.
That was a scary, scary post-plant hold from DFUSE.
Definitely was. Just couldn't get rid of Hoppy. That the kind of like first start to that was mad. Big B-lean coming in. This doesn't look too complicated. This looks like a straight up hit to me. Wall going up. G2 now going to be put on notice. This is double digits against them. This means third map is very, very likely to happen now. At least how I feel. The money on its own is going to kind of indicate this. G2 now going to be forced to make up their mind. So they sit at the corner. Do they move out? It looks like, okay, move out. Give them the sight. We'll play it back in. Now, Mixwell trying to get the timing just right on this. Okay, Spike should be planted safely. It is. And again, Post-plant 5v5. This is madness. Takas has found Artist too. And here we go. Mixwell finally finds a way back in, but you can see these post-plants are decent. They've got like half of the map to their own. This is going to be a rough retake now.
We'll try and throw paint shells down onto main. Mixwell one away from the showstopper, so keep your eye out if he does find another kill here. You got a push comes through, Rolling Thunder invested onto this. This could be huge for Mixwell. He finds the first, gonna get the headshot, pops the showstopper, invests out onto backside.
Oh, Takas!
Oh no!
Out of nowhere!
Zeke! Oh. These rounds are going down to the wire, but DFUSE once again squeeze another round win out, and that right there, I'm not sure if that was everything economy-wise for G2 on the line.
It looked like it. I mean, that wasn't a perfect buy. I think I saw Guardians down. I saw bits and pieces. It was certainly not the full purchase. Stingers and Spectres being brought out. Ultimates thrown. And it came down to this. See, he could only do one bit of work. And you can see Takas offering himself up. Logan's right there. This is on the verge. This is now opening up a world of opportunity. G2 with a bit of a slap to the face. A very rude awakening. The DFUSE are here to play. And Takas and Logan are leading this charge.
Again, here, going to show a lot of pressure towards A site. They have full B main control, G2, so they're going to have a decent read on this early round setup at least. Everybody actually making their way over towards A site now. Pit got to hold the line, but Rodin hard cleared him with the Phantom.
Oh, that's not bad from Zeke, but they don't have anything to work with. This is going to be 12 on the board pretty soon. The last player standing is Artist, and one more round to separate them unless Artist can do something almost unthinkable at this point. The man is incredibly talented. Vandal now collected.
Spike planted.
Paint shell comes in, forcing the fight. He's got it, but he doesn't get it in front of Hoppy. Always there on a trade. You don't get a clean fight on these boys. There's always an answer back.
Match point.
I feel like we've almost watched two different groups of teams play Ascent and Split here.
Yep.
This is, I mean, if we could take a quick look at the scoreboard, because it paints a picture. Mixwell 22 and 14. Everybody else on G2, I don't want to say struggling, but definitely trailing in terms of stats right now. Mixwell has had an incredible game. An incredible game.
Yes.
But G2 just not able to convert that.
I mean, you look at the kills that the DFUSE get, they are always there on the trade. They are constantly playing as a pack. G2 can't find isolated fights at all. It looks like they're trying to get aggressive to answer this. Try and maybe throw them off course, but this 3-play stack towards middle trying to find its footing. Now, if they go for ropes, could pinch towards A. The spike is there, so you'll imagine that's kind of the intention for now. I guess trying to clear cautiously, carefully. You can see the reaction now coming through. Patitek starting to lean over this way. Oh, Patitek! How has he won that fight? I do not understand how Patitek just leapt in there and won the fight. I can't even imagine the thought process, and neither can Rodings. He wants that done. He wants him dead. Logan's in there as well. G2 now down to their last 3, but as are DFUSE. A 3v3 now. Spike en route. Smoke's still there, but not for long. That will dissipate soon, but Logan's waiting. Trades out again, and you can see Pit trying to drag it away. That is an excellent kill. Spike's now loose on the site, and Hoppy has to pick his poison. Does he try and walk the smoke? He knows utility's in the way. Does he just face the music? He does. And now 18 seconds. He's got a 1v1 to find. Does he know where this remaining player is? 13 seconds. Spike can be retrieved, but he sees the heal. He's going to go for the walk. He's going for the walking fight. He's got the information. Zeke. Oh, Zeke outdoes him. Saving G2 for another round.
So many of these rounds come down to 1v1s. It's actually insane. I'm glad we're showing this replay. What the hell happened here? A, how does Takas not win this? What?
Don't know. I don't know.
It's actually better the second time around.
It really is. Don't understand. But we go again. Let's see what you got. This is G2 put to the test now. Can you do this to take us to OT, or is this going to be done? Artis fancies some OT. Wanted a challenge. He's going to potentially get one. This is going to kind of almost force the hand towards that B push, it looks like.
Mixwell, actually, he double satchelled out of A main and he's got himself all the way into the back of their spawn right now. That nade is actually perfect. It's going to find a kill, no? It's going to do a lot of damage at least onto one
Someone
player.
help him.
Maybe actually coming
Oh,
through.
no.
No way.
They sat somewhere in the middle.
Okay.
Oh, okay. If you're going to get in there and try and help in the chaos, you had to kind of do it at the right time. And they sat just as, like, the smoke was dissipating, that awkward in-between. The round is theirs. Thank you, Mr. Mixwell. That was very kind of you for that one. You're not going to probably get away with that too much because, as said, not often are you in the attacker's spawn by the time that they are just getting to be.
Look at the clock by the time he got there. It was like 1 minute 10 remaining still. He double satchelled out of A main and literally must have full sprinted to get back behind them. Mixwell 25 and 16 now. This is actually crazy. Now we're going to see
Pop.
same thing again.
But look.
Stopper. Okay.
All right. But if anything, this might bait them in, and there's still
way.
2 players to get past. Hold on, this is not over yet, but the trade's already good. Zeke going to... Oh, Takas on the fadeaway! Just gives him the buzz cut on the way through, and now dire times in front of G2, 2v4. And this ain't the gun to be trying to tussle with already. Yeah, Takas is having none of it. Pits down to the judge. Oh dear. Bulldog upgrade. Nice little first. Takes no damage. That's important. Flash received though. Tries to take the fight towards Hoppy. Gets it clean as well. And now the 1v2 begins. He knows where Breach is. Does he know where Raze is? Maybe heard the sound cue. Maybe not.
Neural theft and
Definitely
the Vandal
knows.
upgrade. Yeah, here we go.
Here we go. 22 bullets to play with. He's got the first fight.
No
He gets
way.
it clean. 46 HP. This could be huge for Pit. The 1v1. He's got time. He takes a second, clears a couple of corners. He's got to get moving. Spots the play. Baroden is the one to do it. 13 to 8. It's map 3 time, baby. This one is going all the way.